Back to the esports report. Guys, do me a favor. If you're enjoying the series that we have right now, Noble Impact going up against EWC, do me a favor, EVC. Hop on Twitter. Spread the word. We're live right now on MLG.tv/ESR. It's time for game number 2. Jack, have you gotten any invites yet?
I have not yet gotten an invite, though. I'm hoping we get in this game because that first game was ridiculously close. Honestly, the game changer was Study's big three-piece he had on that hill just prior to the school hill. Great game 1, and I'm only expecting a better game in game 2.
I mean, props to EVC as well. You had 4 players with 1 mission, and that was to contest for 3 seconds. They held off for 56 seconds before finally you saw Miracles and Killa breaking in at the very end, the buzzer beater, to take the game back and win by 1 point. So, back and forth game. It was EVC up big, Noble Impact making their comeback mid-game, and then it was just Noble clutching it up with the 2 world champs going veteran status on that last play.
Yeah, and honestly, Chris, the big reason they were able to do that was they held that back trailer area like I keep preaching before all these games. That area is so important because they had such a close spawn where even if one of them died, it was pop overclock and you're back in the hill in like 3 seconds, which is great to see from that team. But as you said, the Black Ops 2 veteran hardpoint teammates, Killa and Miracles, wound up hopping in and breaking that. But guys, we're hopping right into game 2, Chris. We're on Solar Hardpoint, another fantastic map with a ton of great lanes and long-range gunfights. You can see here, verticality extremely important on this map, even more than the others. This should be definitely another close game.
Here we go, Solar Hardpoint, game number 2. Jack, who's your player to watch off the break?
Player to watch off the break for me is going to be Study. He went big there in game 1 for this team. Been going positive all day. We've been talking a lot about Spacely, but the man who's been hanging with him this whole time has been Study. You know, he came over to this Noble Impact squad thinking it was going to be like the Black Ops 2 World Champion team yet again. He's been sticking it out, though, with Killa and Miracles, and right now playing alongside Spacely. This team's been looking good, so I'm going to hop on board with him off the break.
All right, Study is the man. Let's see what he's up to. We throw on his little tag, and in fact, let's see what he's using. Sticking with that bow, red dot chosen instead of quick draw, stock and foregrip as well, and you can see double Semtex with the overclock is the loadout. Study's going to be our man for the first minute of the game. Let's see what he does.
Yeah, he's running that double Semtex there with overclock, and here you see the verticality coming into play. Both teams trying to get on top of that glass wall. Here, Study sitting on top of this 3rd story of this building, picking up 2 kills there. Some great long-range shots that I was mentioning in the pregame lobby there. Picking up another one. Great use of the dodge there to get out of the way. That's what you want to see from Study if you're on this Impact squad.
Big stuff so far. 15 points already in the middle hard point. This one's so hard to keep control over, and Study just wrapping around the back is going to grab another 5, potentially 6. You can see on the mini-map, though, players coming from all directions. He's going to be cleaned up after starting off 5-2.
Yeah, the opposing team did a great job there of holding down where the next hill was going to be. Let's see how Study's able to break this. Will he use his Semtexes here? There he fires off one, fires off another. Now he's going to hop on top of this building. Once again, verticality, everything on this map. Unable to pick up the 1 kill there. Not sure of who to shoot. Gets taken out finally as that EVC team's going to keep spawning on that back right building and just rushing down that hill. We got a tied game, Chris.
I'm liking it. Exert, Zoomy, and Scruffy Empire all inside the hard point, and they're going to keep that control. As I say that, all 4 drop on the opposition, so it's going to be Noble Impact back inside Spacely with a 2-piece. Killa and Miracles cleaning up the other 2.
Yeah, right now, you're not going to see too much pressure coming out of this EVC team. They might try to break it one more time, but they right now have the good spawn in that back warehouse area where the next hill is going to rotate to. I'm actually going to hop on board with Exerts, who's leading his team right now. Let's see how he can use the verticality on this building to hold down the right side of the map.
Exerts, Roman, going to find 3 players inside the middle if he continues going in this direction. Right behind him spots 1. 2 more players down to his right. He's going to fall. While he does that, it's Grover and Scruffy Empire inside the new hardpoint. They get the callouts and see how they set up. Down goes Scruffy, challenging on that right side. Up to Grover now. Last man inside.
Yeah, he's going to get taken out here. Great play from Impact, pushing from all sides. But as you can see, some tough decisions there that Atlas team had to make, EVC. Unfortunately, they didn't pay off. You know, you want to see them kind of stay more indoors, work together in team fire. Instead, one player pushed out too far, gets taken out, giving Impact the lanes they need to push down. But as you saw, it almost paid off for them to hang back there and let Impact finish that second hill. Now they're going to start rotating across the map. It's interesting how the hills are set up on this map. It's like the one side gets all the love for half the game, then the opposite side gets all the love for the rest of the game. Impact with 2 huge kills there, now holding down the hill. I expect to see Impact get a lot of time out of this hill.
Miracles did a nice job contesting the previous hardpoint as well. Spacely in the new one is sitting at 12-8, and he's going to jump out looking for the kills on the right side of the map. As you can see on the mini-map, though, it's all about this left side. 3 players trying to push up. One of them went to the middle. They're going to catch Spacely off guard. Study's going to fall in the middle of the map and kill it. Last man in position to potentially take it back. Gets one, but it's Exerts and crew holding on.
Yeah, what happened there was, honestly, they had a great setup for Impact. All 4 players looking where they needed to go. But that's the joy of hardpoint, where you need to have good gun skill to hold down your lanes. And unfortunately, they lost 2 key gunfights, opening up the map, giving EVC a chance to break in. But there, you just saw the flip-flop happen. EVC just lost some big gunfights, now letting Impact hold down that hill. Impact with a 15-second lead. We're going to the last hill in the rotation. Let's see who can take it away with us almost being halfway through the game.
EVC, after falling up top, spawn on the opposite side of the map. That seems to be paying off now as the hardpoint has rotated over there. Spacely on our screen is going to try and break in. And I like this route he's taking, trying to go from the top first to the back end. He's going to pick up one. His teammate already contesting inside. Now he's just got to get the cutoff kills.
Yeah, he definitely is in a great position here, as he can watch this whole back warehouse area, which this is the side they want to hold down. They want this here because they're going to keep spawning right next to the hill. Also, when the hill rotates, he can hop right on top of that roof right there, right by those, right on top of the next hill, being able to shoot down on it, utilizing that verticality. Once again, Spacely leading the team at 17-11.
Study now on your screen, going to challenge one on the catwalk. Second player spotted, eliminated. Killa is on a 4-kill spree. He's now 18-16 after that 5th kill. And I like the positioning from Study. Top middle, he puts shots in one player, calls it out. Killa should be able to deal with that. Killa does fall. Miracles is there. And Study continues to put the pressure. Nice job by Exerts and crew, though, to push out. It's Super Grover leading the way. He was on a 3-kill spree before that death. This one going back and forth. A 30-point game right now. But don't be surprised if EVC battles back.
Yeah, this team playing with all their heart right now, trying to stay in this game. As everyone knows, Impact, definitely the more known squad here, but players like Super Grover and Exerts and Empire and Zumi as well, all making a name for themselves this past weekend in the 2K and 5K with some big upsets there. Now Exerts takes Study off of that big verticality building there. Definitely a major kill there. Can this team hold the last 15 seconds? If they do, we'll be within 10 points of the Impact squad. Another kill there, taking out Spacely with the headshot. Now going to hold these last few seconds. They're going to start rotating here towards this right street. Exerts really with some clutch plays for his team.
Yeah, and solid awareness, too. They seem to know where this Impact squad is going to be pushing from as Noble.
Yeah.
They're holding on to just a narrow lead. It was cut down to 13 points here. Super Grover on our screen. It's going to be pushing into the new hard point. Noble has Killa pushing up with Spacely just getting picked off. It'll be Study and Miracles now trying to push in. All 3 go down here for the initial rush. And finally, it's going to be Study breaking in. He's 20-18 on a 2-kill spree, but really no one on this Noble squad pulling away in the kill columns. It's been about 5, 2, 3-kill difference.
Yeah, I think that the main difference right here is that Impact has all their players playing, even if they're not firing on the best of their abilities, they're all positive right now. But on the other side, EVC, 3 players doing very well, staying right about even, just barely positive. But then you have Empire sitting at 15-25. Once again, if you're going to want to win these games, you're going to need all your players stepping up and going big. Right now, that's the difference maker between these 2 teams. But we have a tied game, Chris. Anyone can win this match.
147, Atlas squad taking the lead for the first time here, as we're going to see if EVC can tie it up at 1 apiece. Noble winning by just 1 point on Detroit, one of the best series we've seen of the day. In fact, it is the best. Could potentially be the best in the tournament.
Yeah, right now, you can see EVC with a 13-point lead. They were holding down that back warehouse area. Now still spawning back here. Super Grover finally gets taken out from behind. Now it's going to be interesting to see, Chris, when they stop trying to flood this hill and when they decide to rotate back towards the other side. Both teams still pushing for any time that they can get. EVC able to break the hill again, but Impact finally gets it back. Another tied game here. Now we're finally seeing the rotations coming as we're going to see a hill move in about 8 seconds.
Yeah, here's the battle. I got Exerts lit up on the mini-map. He's going to be the first into action. One on the right, one on the left of this bus. He falls, and we're going to see now Zumi trying to clean it up. He does pick up both. Last challenger coming on the left side. Zumi knows it, and they're going to have all 4 players spawning up top. You can see Noble spawning way out. Has quite a lot of distance to make up here on their push.
These next 10 seconds are going to be huge here for the EVC team. If they can take out Impact yet again, they will be able to get a ton of time. But there, Impact showing the clutch that they have in the team, winning 4 gunfights, completely wiping the opposing team without giving them any kills. Now they're going to be in a tough position here where EVC is going to have to break this. Taken out again. Spacely going huge here for the squad. Now sitting at +9. A nice 3-piece there as Impact starting to pull away.
Spacely watching the left. You got Miracles and Killa watching the middle. Spacely doubling back. Gives up the left side, and that cost him. 1 player distracting 3 members of this Noble squad. That allowed the break. Fortunately, Spacely able to come right back off the respawn, takes out Exerts, and is going to milk this final hill before we go to the last hard point. 54 seconds left, and the score is going to be 203 to 177 with just a few points still to go.
Yeah, Chris, this is reminding me a lot of our last game. Still, anyone can win this one. It's going to be up to Impact to break this. They're going to try to rush in here. They're going to get stunned. Zumi taking out Study. Now, Spacely with a huge entry kill there, able to take him out. Can they take out the guy in the rafters above him? No, they cannot. He hops in the hill now with only a 17-point game. 30 seconds left. Anyone can win this one. These next kills are going to be the most important of the entire game.
Exerts.
15 seconds remaining. Still anyone's match with only 10 points deciding the 2 teams here. Killa able to hop in the hill here. Picks up a huge 2-piece. 13 seconds left. It is now mathematically impossible for this EVC team to win. Some nice contentions there from the Noble Impact squad. Killa went huge at the end of that game. Another 3-piece. 2 games in a row where Killa steps it up for his squad in the last minute. And there you have it, folks. Impact. Another 2-0 win for this squad, Chris. Some great gameplay there in that series.
Solid stuff. A very, very good challenge coming from EVC. Super Grover, Exerts, Zumi, and Scruffy Empire giving them their best, but falling just short. So we're going to see this Noble Impact squad move on into a round of 4. There, they could potentially face off against the likes of, let's take a look at this team. Officially, we got Saints, Zuma, Miyagi, and Fizzerb challenging in the bottom bracket. They only have 1 team to get past. That's Julius Caesar, and at the top of our bracket, you can see FaZe was eliminated by the combination of LS, Soar, and Carnage. Carnage, Huke, Demented, Realize, and Inceps.
Wow.
Some big players to watch today.
Yeah, I honestly wish we got to take a look at that match. I'm sure there'll be some VOD somewhere, but that's a big loss there for the FaZe team, as we thought this team could go all the way. You know Aches right now is frustrated after losing that one. They're definitely going to be practicing more hardpoint tonight. But that team, once again, they have that guy, Huke, who we've heard so much about at the start of Advanced Warfare. I'd love to have an interview with him at some point. He's just been going off, and he's just been making a name for himself. That Carnage team, pairing up with Soar for this tournament, doing a great job now moving on into round 3.
Looking good, my friend. Looking good. All right, guys, we're getting ready for round number 4, potentially jumping into a round 3 match depending on where we're at with the tournament. Also, supposed to only have 30 minutes left in this tournament, so hopefully we can fit 1 more in before we have to bounce here on the production end. But thank you guys so far for tuning in to the ESR. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this.